Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the HistoriCity Florence. It's a beautiful game that came out a couple of months ago. It's a demo version, so it's not gonna have all of the options available, but let's get right into it. I'm not gonna be explaining a lot because we are limited by the demo version on an hour and 30 minutes. That's why we need to play fast. I'm gonna be explaining on the way. So, at the beginning, we want to build the logging site here, and we want to build another house. I'm playing on ×3 just because of the limitation that we have with the time. Now, with F, you assign your workers, the ones that are going to construct the building that you assigned. You can destroy the building, the one that you place with the demolish tool. You can also copy whatever you click on to be built again. We don't need that at the moment. And we're gonna let them finish the construction of this basic rural house, which can accommodate 3 persons at the moment. This little sign up means that you don't have any workers assigned at a particular building. Now what we need is a wooden well, because our people can actually die of thirst. We're gonna place a barn right here, and I'm gonna explain later why here, because these trees are occupying it. I'm gonna build another logging site, and actually I'm gonna assign immediately another worker for the logging site so we don't run out of the wood. Wood is very important resource, obviously, but at the beginning you cannot get enough of the wood. Now, when you build the barn, simple barn, the only option in the beginning is a wheat field. And usually, from my experience, you need to build at least 5 or 6 fields of wheat. Every barn can actually construct at the same time 4 different resources, which you will see in a little bit. And then on the right side here we have the objectives or the missions that we need to finish. After each mission at the beginning you will get a new, as a reward you're gonna get a new possible building options, and also we'll get some kind of reward. Now we need another worker here, and we're gonna need another house. Let's just go right through the numbers here. This is attractiveness rating, which will be pretty high at the beginning, but then later on, when you are able to build a church, it goes down if you don't do it. And then there is a housing rating, there is an economic rating, and so on. This number will actually show how many immigrants per minute are coming to your city, because your city is actually, at the moment it's 0 because you're lacking the housing. So our next objective is to build a house. We're gonna prioritize it, and we're gonna assign another worker here. When your workers at a logging site are full of capacity, which at 10 they're just gonna simply stop chopping the woods. Now this area I plan to use for another barn, so I will actually destroy these leftover trunks. If you don't do it, the forest is actually gonna replenish after a couple of minutes, or I don't know, 10 minutes. So usually the good strategy is just to place multiple around and then just switch the workers from the first one to the second and so on. Now, we don't have a worker here. I'm actually gonna move, at the moment this one only has 1 more or 2 more trees to cut. We need to start getting our wheat income. Now, our next objective is to build another house. We need 4 for our objective, and then we will need another simple wooden well. Let's prioritize this. I just need at the moment 1 worker at a barn. Okay, good. Now I can sign a second one. So I was saying this immigration rating will show how often an immigrant comes to your city. The best possible scenario is 1. However, at the moment you cannot have 1 because there is a religion bar missing, which will come later on to the game. Now we're starting to have issues here with a hunger, and we're gonna have to build a couple more wheat fields just in case. So we finished this. Here are all of the possible resources that you can have throughout the game. The game is pretty new. I mean, the graphics looks okay. I like the style of the graphics. However, the game is not finished. Okay, now here we're gonna build another logging site. This one is actually gonna be probably lasting a little bit longer, but I'm planning to expand my city in this direction. So let's put this as a prioritized, and then let's destroy this woods, this trunks here. The reason why I'm doing this is because this one's gonna bother us, but later on we're gonna get rid of it, or we can upgrade this one, whatever. So the reason why I'm destroying this wood is because this barn can get upgraded. We need 25 woods to upgrade the barn. So we're gonna have to destroy this one because we're out of the shit. I fucked up. I need to start all over. No, but I fucked up in the game. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the HistoriCity Florence. The game came out a couple of months ago. This is a demo version, which means it's not finished. There is not all of the options available, but I think it's worth of trying, and I'm gonna be playing it today for you, so let's get right into it. This version is limited by the time, so you only have 1.5 hours to play single game, which means I'm gonna have to play it quick, and I'm not gonna explain so much, only on the way, and I'm gonna be actually focusing to try to reach population of 150. So at the beginning I'm gonna build a house and a logging stock. I'm gonna place it right, I'll actually do it here because I want to get rid of this. So you need to assign your workers with F, and then you assign them. If not, they're just gonna be sitting in the house. And here are the speeds. With the shortcut buttons 1, 2 and 3 you can actually switch between, you don't have to click manually. Here is your workers, the bottom right corner, but also pressing F will showcase the same option. Here you have 2 workers assigned, and unassigned workers you have 0 at the moment. You will have some missions at the beginning which you need to finish. If you finish them, you're gonna get really nice rewards. Now the next one is very important, not to forget to build immediately the well, because your people can actually die from the thirst. Our first mission is to build also a simple barn, which we will place probably like here. The reason I'm doing it here because I'm planning to have one barn here and a second one here, and then possibly maybe a third one here. Now there's a couple of things to explain. This option copy tool will allow you just to click and copy on whatever thing you want to build. In this case we don't need this. Is a destruction tool or demolish tool. And here you have your logging site and your wooden well. Here's the house, which we are missing, so I'm gonna build another house here. Now this red one here shows you how many available space in the house you have. At the moment is 0. The way your population increases is actually every couple of minutes there's an immigrant arriving. You can see him here. And if he doesn't have available space, he'll actually just gonna sit at a town square and actually eat your resources. Now we finished the one here, so I'm gonna build the big one here, which we're gonna actually expand. And with the rest of these logs, I'm gonna destroy them. I'm gonna put my priority on this one to be finished as soon as possible. This one is almost done. And I'm gonna deassign it because they don't have anything else to do here. They're gonna finish another logging site. So the next thing is to build the wheat fields. Usually at the beginning I build 5 of them. We're gonna assign 1 worker at the barn and 2 of them at the logging site. At the beginning the most important resource is obviously wheat and woods, but you cannot get enough of the woods as much as you have. Now, when we finish the second wheat field, this will actually terminate our second mission. And then we can immediately destroy this one because we don't need it anymore. I'm planning to also get rid of this woods here, because my city is gonna be expanding like in this direction. Now, we need another worker, which I hope is gonna arrive. Okay, here is he coming. He's gonna arrive soon. Now, the attractiveness rating is how attractive your city is, which will actually impact directly the migration rating. Your best possible migration rating is 1 per minute. Let's upgrade this one immediately so there is more space. Our attractiveness rating is 91 at the moment because there is still no religion. Our church is not available. Then they have housing rating, which will drop if there's immigrants waiting at a town square. There is economy rating, which will depend on the different things, but primarily from amount of work and different things that you can assign for the people. We're gonna build another house, and then with that we're gonna actually terminate this third mission. I'm gonna assign another worker at the barn. Now very soon you'll notice we're gonna start to have issues with hunger. Every house needs to eat, every citizen needs to eat at least 3 meals per year. And on our upper right corner you can actually see which season it is. There's rotating, and depending on the season you will get your different crops. As you can see here, the hunger symbol shows up, and if you don't feed these people very soon, I think they can last without a food 1 year, they will die, and then you're gonna have your first death. Here's the count, the mortality rating. Here is the how many empty spaces are still available. So the next one that we need to do is to wait for this one to finish, and we can also build in the meantime another logging site. Let's finish the mission, and then we need, let's see the other mission, build the mine. So we're gonna build the mine. The closest one is here. Later on the stone is gonna be very important for us. Good. Now our next objective is to actually finish the mine and then upgrade one of the houses with it. We actually made a mistake here because we upgraded maybe a little bit early the logging site into the basic logging camp. It would actually... No, it's not. No, sorry, forget it. So our next mission is to finish the mine because we need stones to upgrade our wooden well. Now, if you click on this heart symbol in the right down corner, you will see our desirability rating. At the moment it's completely neutral. Let me just build another house here. Oh, there's no space. Let's do it here. At the moment it's neutral, but if you can see, as you can see here around the barns, it gets red, which will decrease your desirability rating of the housing. Your houses can get upgraded. The way to upgrade them first, and primary way to upgrade them, is actually to upgrade your wooden well. So let's switch from here to here. We can actually assign this one here because it's full. We have 4 workers now, which they will actually carry the woods for us. So I can actually start building a little bit of the road, just a couple of them. At the beginning you don't want to build too many roads because they use resources which you need. So let's assign, let's assign our workers at the mine. Our goal now is to get 4 stones so we can upgrade our wooden well. The wooden wells will upgrade in all of the directions 2 blocks, which means only these 2 houses are gonna get upgraded. The reason I didn't want to put another house here is because you cannot move the town square, and I want one straight street going right through it and have accessibility to the barns, which are going to be here and here placed. So let's just switch. I'm actually going to start demolishing these trees here because we're going to be expanding, like I said, our city in this direction, so we're not going to need this forest to replenish. We need another worker. We have 5, so we're gonna upgrade the first one. Oh, it's actually 3. We're gonna upgrade the first one, and then we need to wait a little bit more to upgrade the second one so we can finish the mission. This will actually allow us to build a couple of different things in our barn, not only the wheat. So what I would do now is I would upgrade this actually and assign the worker there and leave this one for now. We don't need it. So let's upgrade the wooden well to the stone well. This will complete our mission and allow us to build a couple of different options. The first one I would use in vineyard. This is the market also. We have no accessibility to the marketplace, but at the moment we don't need it. Now, all of the major buildings that we build, like winery and bakery, need a lot of stone. So stone gets mined very slowly, much slower than the woods. So actually later on maybe we will consider to build another mine here. Let's just switch here and make them finish this forest completely so I can have the access to these 3 small parts. I would actually upgrade this, but I don't want to because I want to use the woods for the upgrading. This will actually not be a permanent resource, source of woods anyways. So our next goal is to wait for the growth population to reach 20, which will be pretty soon. We have still 2 empty house spaces remaining. The difference between the normal rural house and the nice rural houses has more space. This one actually has 4 spaces compared to the old one that has only 3. Now our goal here is to build as soon as possible the bakery, because when you produce the bread, it actually, from the wheat, you will actually be able to produce much greater amount of food for your people. We might actually have an issue here and get some first deaths soon, unfortunately. So I'm gonna actually assign the rest of the workers here. The way it works is actually if you assigned all of them, and all of it is wheat fields, they were actually the yield of the wheat is going to be much greater. Now we're gonna be building a little bit here, and I'm gonna start building also houses in this direction here. I'm gonna build 2 of them. No, actually I'm gonna build 1 just for the beginning. So let's destroy this. I'm actually gonna build another logging site here, the one that I can actually cover all of this and finish all of these trees, because none of them are gonna be permanent. So I can actually destroy this one. I don't need it anymore. Now I have plenty of workers. I'm gonna assign maximum amount to the mines. As you can see, we have the first death, unfortunately, but it's fine. It means that there is an extra space in this house. So our next goal is to upgrade to a luxurious rural house. The way you upgrade is actually as soon as we have the first yield of the grapes, as soon as the people are provided with these grapes, they can actually upgrade. I'm gonna upgrade this barn to the advanced barn, which will increase the amount of spaces available, and then I'm gonna actually build everything immediately. For the last row, I'm actually gonna use it for the olives. Unfortunately, everyone's hungry at the moment. The hunger problem is gonna be only temporarily at the beginning. As soon as we're able to get our population. Oh, we already have. Okay, so let's build the bakery. So the way I do it, because I know I'm gonna upgrade the barn 1 more time, which means it will expand until here. So I put this small pattern so I know how the street is gonna go around, and I'm gonna place my bakery right here. So at the moment I don't need so much stone. I'm gonna actually assign more people at the farm so I can provide enough food for the people. The other options we have is a winery, which we'll also build very soon, and an olive press. The olives need 6 years to start growing and giving fruits to the olive trees. I'm gonna destroy this once. I actually need 1 more worker here. 1 extra worker. I'm gonna upgrade this one so he can finish all of these trees around. We have still issues with the food, but now I upgraded the barn, so actually it shouldn't be an issue anymore. This will be able to keep up with the demand of the city. Now let's prioritize our bakery. As you can see, we got rid of the requests for food now, and for now we're good. I'm gonna assign another one here. Now, the options that arrived after we finish one of the missions is this one here, which is a show civic building tools. These one will directly affect the desirability of your city. So if you click and just showcase where you can place it, you're gonna see how it actually turns the area around the houses into more deep blue color. At the moment we don't need it. Usually if you do the church as soon as you can, you actually don't need any of these buildings to increase your desirability rate to the one that you want. Plus, when you have the vineyard and olive trees, it will automatically increase your next level. The way you increase your next level of the housing is by providing your people with the luxury items. In this case it was going to be grapes or wine. No, it's going to be actually wine. And it's going to be the olive oil. So the quick thing I'm going to do here, I'm going to place the another how's it called, wooden well here, because I want to get rid of this one. Now we finished with this one. Again, everything's done. We don't have anything else to chop on, so we're gonna assign these two here, and we're gonna actually do that. We're gonna upgrade this logging site to the nice logging site, which brings it to the max level, and it will also allow us to recruit 5 workers. So next thing I want to do is I want to upgrade a builder's tent, which it will allow us to sign up to 15 workers instead of 4. Now this is the bakery. As you can see, max inventory is 20, and it will produce 3 breads for each wheat pile. I don't know how it's called. So we're almost out of the space. So we're gonna build another house here, and we're gonna build a little bit of the roads. Our next goal is to build the winery. I'm gonna actually assign a lot of workers here, because you will see later we will need at least 3 bakeries just to keep up with the amount of wheat that we get per season. I also need to build soon the granary, which is... where's the granary? Ah, it's still not available. Okay, our next goal is to grow our population to 40 and to upgrade to luxurious rural houses. As soon as we finish our winery, it will actually allow us to get the wine to the luxury item to the housing, which will then increase our housing to the next level. The reason we're building, even though the roads are not that important, I mean, you can place the building wherever you want, it doesn't need to be connected like in the other games. But the reason why I built the roads is because it will allow your citizens to travel faster. So for example, if you click on the road, it will actually increase your speed of your workers by 1.25 for a quarter faster, which is not bad. Later on we have the really nice ones, the paved roads, which will, I think, increase almost 2 times the speed of your workers. So, one here, good. Now, as you can see here, this forest is gonna be permanent source of woods for us, and that's why we're not gonna destroy the rest of what is leftovers, because they replenish over time, they grow again. The way we do it is actually the best forest is this one, because it's the thickest one, it lasts longer compared to this one, which is very scattered and it gets chopped completely very fast. So the the next best option is this one, even though it's a little bit further away. It's really good. So we are again out of housing, so we're gonna actually build another one. Hoppla, that went in the wrong way. So we need a worker at a... I've actually signed 3 of them. The winery, or the vineyard actually, the 2 rows of the vineyards are usually plenty for having one winery and sometimes even 2. You'll see. So we're actually gonna miss. Let's do another one immediately. I'm gonna build the road here. I'm gonna have another one right here. Now, as soon as the wine is produced, and it started producing right now, let's just add another one. Our houses are gonna get upgraded. So, as you can see, the people are getting their samples of wine, and the houses are being upgraded. I'm gonna sign another one here because later on the stone is gonna be an issue. We're almost there, we need 2 more. Next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna actually build the olive press, even though it's maybe too early. It's 80% okay, we can start building it, it's almost done. I like to do these roads around the bakery and the winery because it will allow the people to move faster. So here we go with a olive press factory, or how it's called, olive press. And also the next step is to actually, I'm gonna upgrade this, is to upgrade our barn to the last level. So we want another one, let's assign it here, another one. So our next goal is to get rid of these couple of trees here, because I'm gonna be building a road which will connect our city to the mine and also to the logging camp, which will be the max one here. If you don't... Oh, so we're having an issues with the water supply. You need to have a couple of them around, or you are going to have an issue. So we will assign our first worker at the press. Actually, I'm gonna move one here. We're gonna build a little bit of the roads here. I don't need this one. Maybe I do, so they can move around the builder's hut where we store all of our resources, like stone, not all, but resources and like woods and stone. So the next thing on agenda is to upgrade the barn to the max level. For that we need 30 woods and 5 stones. These poor houses are still the basic ones because no one still moved inside of them. As you can see, there's 0 out of 3, 0 out of 3. As soon as someone moves in and gets provided with wine, the house is gonna upgrade. So I'm gonna actually build one more wooden well here and one more here. Finish the mission, and now we're gonna build a barn. barn will actually allow us to collect wheat. If you have the very good wheat yield, but your barn is full and there's still not enough time for people to collect the rest of the wheats, it's gonna disappear after a season, I think. So, olive press is working. This one working. Let's start chopping these ones. Just one more, that's it. We don't need you anymore. So let's assign the first workers here. So our next goal is to upgrade another luxury house and to grow population to 20, which will allow us to build a church. So I'm actually gonna build now the marketplace. Our church is gonna be placed... I actually don't want the marketplace here. I want it here. And our church is gonna be placed here. So, let's upgrade our barn real quick. Waiting for the 30 woods. Yeah, they're using for the marketplace, whatever. So the next step is I'm actually gonna upgrade it here and design my workers here, and assign all of them here to this forest. This will actually allow this forest to recuperate and to start growing new trees again. So we need to upgrade this thing now. I'm gonna actually assign most of the workers here because I will need very soon. I will need more workers. Boom. Now I'm gonna build immediately everything. I'm not gonna actually build, or I'm sorry, I need to do it for the servings. The last one is for the church. You'll see why. Now, very important here is to have a lot of water, because we're gonna have some goats, or I don't know what is it, cow or goats, what is it? Pasture, so it's sheep. Sorry, we're gonna have some sheeps. We're gonna upgrade this one, and this one. So our next goal is actually to make another bakery. You cannot not have enough of the bread, as you will see later, and we need some more housing here. I'm gonna actually start building houses right here. Let's connect our logging camp to the city. I will actually prioritize the houses. I'm gonna assign another worker the barn. So our next goal is to get to the to the population rating of 60 and to build our church. As you can see here, our forest grew again pretty fast. So what else do we need? We need another one here. I'm gonna build them to give another one here. And that's it. We will need a little bit more of the housing. Missing 7 more. The reason I placed the basic market here is because I'm gonna be placing the church here, which will then allow the priests to gather their required resources from the market as well. So our next goal is to get rid of this forest here. So this one is actually getting pretty destroyed, so I'm gonna design a couple of them and assign one here. At the moment these are useless because there's not enough olives being produced. So we're planning to have at least one more here. So we're gonna go like this. And then this is how we can actually plan. Let's prioritize this. We can actually plan where we're gonna place our next barn. Our next barn is going to be somewhere. Still too early, but it's gonna be somewhere here. Let's see our desirability rating. As you can see, most of the city is doing pretty well. Now, important thing to notice is that the vineyard and olive growth is actually gonna increase your desirability. So if you want to place some extra housing, you can place 2 of the houses actually here. And that's why one of the good options would have been that we built our vineyards in this direction. So C, G, G. And we're gonna assign here a couple of workers. Let this forest actually no. I'm gonna assign them from this one. I'm gonna upgrade this one immediately so I can get rid of the most of the forest here. So we need more bread. We can do a tax office later on into the game. You're gonna see we're gonna need money to upgrade our church, and the only way to get it is actually to have a tax office. So we can actually place 2 housings here. Let's start destroying this one here. So we can build a church. So our immediate goal here is to build a church. I'm gonna do it here in the middle of the city. We're gonna have it surrounded with a road, so it's more accessible. So we need to build another barn. So the way I'm gonna build it, I'm gonna first see the road, and then I'm gonna measure 1, 2, 3. It's here. We don't need so much workers, and we need much more of the woods. We have 12 available spaces, which is pretty good. I'm actually not gonna do it, I forgot. I'm gonna do it one more above. 1, 2, 3, and 1 extra because I'm gonna do some housing here. Let's finish our church. So I'm gonna send a couple of workers at the basic market, 1 to the tax office. Later on, for the artist to be able to create his things, he needs money. We also need to build the emporium, which will allow us to import some goods. So we can actually destroy this one. It served its purpose. We're gonna destroy everything that's gonna bother us. Also that one. And then we can build one here. Somewhere here. Now the church is ready. The church is gonna do the servings, which will actually, you can turn on the Easter service with this option here. I'm just gonna do the normal one. The difference between these ones is how fast, how much percentage of your religion or religion rating you're gonna get. Obviously the bigger one is gonna be the most, but if you don't provide all of these resources, it's not gonna actually give you a lot, which will mean you're gonna be wasting a lot of resources. So, what happened to the barn? Did I build the barn? Obviously. One, 2. So again, 1, 2, 3. Here. This is going to be prioritized for us. And then I'm gonna immediately upgrade it to the max. Good. So let's upgrade it immediately. And let's start building. I'm gonna actually build a lot of vineyard here. Vineyard. Okay, this is the first serving. So the basic church can accommodate up to 75 of your population, which is pretty good. We actually had a very successful one because it's 17%, which is pretty good. So I'm gonna be building 3 of these, or 2.5, maybe better. I'm gonna be building 1.5 of these. I'm gonna be building some olive trees, and the rest I need again for the wheat. This will need some time to finish. In the meantime, when it finishes, because at the moment we don't have anything, I'm gonna assign all of the workers to do the building. Here you can see if you provided enough of the resources for your Easter servings, which will increase your religion rating. Now, as you can see here, the immigration rating is above 0.5. At the beginning it was under. So we can start assigning our people here the new barn. Actually, we're almost out of housing, so we're actually gonna build a couple of them. Here. Now, with Easter, you have to be very careful because it will run out of your food very soon if you're not careful, and you will see probably soon. We will need now some extra wells. And the next thing I'm gonna be doing is I'm gonna be building another vineyard, or another winery. Another winery, and we will also need another olive press, but this one I'm gonna actually place here. Our next goal is to build the artist workshop, which will allow us for our church to get upgraded. We have a lot of things assigned. When you have a lot of things assigned like this, it's a good thing to have also a lot of workers assigned at a builder's hut. If not, then it's just a waste of population to assign the workers here. So, we already have a lot of vineyard here, so let's start assigning people here. Also have prioritized the wooden bells because our animals are gonna die if there's no water. Let's just leave it to play on its own to see what happens. So I'm gonna upgrade this one as soon as I can. I finish all of these assignments. As you can see, we collected 100 taxes. I just quickly check the remaining time. It's 43 minutes. There's a last mission, this one, which I never can finish. I don't know why. But even when I have the religion rating of 80 or 90, none of my houses get upgraded. So if you guys have any idea how you can do that, please leave it in a comment. Good. So the only thing remaining here to be built are these and vineyard, which is actually pretty good at it's being built the first. I actually prioritize it. Good. So we need to assign someone here. We're gonna be having a lot of wine at the moment. So our next goal is to build the artist place, which we will place. No, we're not. We're gonna place it here. As you can see at the church, there is artworks which you need to install in order to be able to upgrade your church. However, be careful, this will consume a lot of stones because your artist needs a lot of stones to finish his pieces of work. Let's finish connecting this, and I'm gonna actually let it rest a little bit, this forest here, and I'm gonna assign more workers here. Because there's not enough space in our church, which can only accommodate 75 people, and we have 85 people, started gathering resources at the town square. That's why we need to upgrade this as soon as possible. I'm actually gonna prioritize this one. I'm actually gonna deassign a couple of them because I need more workers at a builder's hut. Let's see our desirability rating. It's pretty decent. Funny thing is, when there's a serving, there's like all of the workers will just drop whatever they were doing and leave it. So our religion rating is 61, which is pretty good, which actually allows us to have our attractiveness rating of 70, 69, 70%, which will actually increase our immigration rating. So we are out of housing, so we need to upgrade one real fast. I'm actually not gonna do it there. I'm gonna do the house here. I can actually build a couple of more houses, one here. So doesn't have to be perfect. One well here, one well here. So we will actually want to assign. Now let's leave it for now like that. now, as you can see, the serving will lower the religion rating. The reason for that is because our church cannot accommodate enough people, which means we need to upgrade the church as soon as possible. So our sculpture is almost done. Just gonna install now. Yeah, it's installed and we can upgrade the church. The problem is we don't have enough stone. I'm actually gonna build another mine here. If we don't have serving for a prolonged time, it's gonna actually start dropping. That's why we need to finish. As you can see, because of the servings, we are starting to have issues with the food, and there's another death case. That's why we actually stopped a little bit. Actually, these workers are useless. That's why we're gonna assign them to the parts. We will have now a couple of dead cases for sure, but it's fine. I'm actually gonna stop that one right there because I want to upgrade my church as soon as possible. I'm gonna prioritize this one. As you can see, as soon as we stop with the Easter servings, the problem with the food stopped, so you can really drain out your resources. But still, our desirability rating is pretty high. The rest of the road here. So I'm actually gonna assign most of them until I have enough stone. Almost there. let's allow this forest to grow. There's actually a bug sometimes. If you have exact amount of resources and you press update, they will just disappear and you will not get an upgrade. So always wait for it to get a little bit over. Good. So we can start doing the service again. As you can see, when your population is growing, also is your demands growing, even if you don't change your size of your serving. So our religion rating dropped significantly because we were not able to get all of the resources necessary, unfortunately. So our next goal is to get some of these. I'm actually gonna lower good. Now they will be able, I think, have enough time to collect. I'm not sure, but I think the serving happens once a year at a certain period, so you need to be careful when do you assign the Easter service. The next thing we're gonna do is we need more of the oil pressing. This is the priority for us. So now we're ready for the service. We have enough spaces. Everything's good. We will see now the religion rating will increase. And we are out of housing again. Now the goal here is to, like I said, I never finished this mission, is to get the, sorry, one second. The goal is to get these last upgrades to the luxury rural house, and then to be able to, I cannot see, Santa Maria del Camino, which for some reason I don't know how it works. So some extra housing. For some reason our religion rating didn't go up, but I hope the next one's gonna be. It's because of the not enough housing, I think. Supposedly when you have 75 rating or 70 rating of religion, and if your houses are provided with 75%, and if your houses are provided with olive oil and wine, they will automatically upgrade. But it never happened to me. It might be that the game's bugged or something. We have another 23 minutes of this playthrough. Okay, now it's going back. 36. So our primary goal now is to get to 75 religion rating. So we can design them from here. I mean, we have a decent amount of wood at the moment, so I'm gonna put them some more useful places. I'm gonna actually build another bakery, or not. I'm gonna assign them here, and I'm gonna build another granary here. Let's build our emporium. Or maybe better, I'm actually gonna build the granary right here where the crops are. Well, let's prioritize it. Again, out of housing, so I'm gonna be building a lot of houses. Fortunately, our granary is a little bit late, but it's fine. It's too late. Next one, next rotation. This one got some. Whatever. So we're at 50. I want to import. What are we missing? I want to import olive oil every 5 seasons. I want to import. That's it. There's a crops coming soon, so I'm gonna prepare my granary. So they can get it as much as they can. I think it's time to start building just a small one here. Small barn. Here. And then we're gonna build a small logging place so we can get rid of all of this stuff. Now we have enough spaces in the houses. Like 23 more minutes. We had another one here, but whatever. I wanted to get rid of this one as well. 65%. These are absolutely useless. I never assigned this one fast enough. You cannot get provisions. $63 actually is dropping. I'm not sure if we're gonna be able to reach 75. Let's hope so. I don't get it, even though I had everything. And the happiness is 100. Ah, it's full. Because of the servings, we're having hunger issues again. 14 more minutes, we're gonna try to go for the big one. Actually, there's another winery. We had almost enough. I'm curious. Nothing happened. Let's try the second for the next round. So, our problem is a vine. We might be able to collect enough. Our problem is also the meat. Okay, we managed this round. Let's see what happens now. We have another 9 minutes, maybe 3 more servings we can do. Services, sorry. Is it gonna increase? Yes, it will. And again, we're out of the houses. 55 religion rating. 61. We unfortunately have some deaths. Just for the sake of it, let's do a small park. We can actually do a nice road around the church. We managed to collect, which is good. $66. It's gonna be close. So I'm gonna start working on these roads. And they were doing this. As you can see, our artist immediately made a sculpture in there with a very poor graphics. It's not gonna be sufficient. But we were close. Actually, we managed to do it, but I don't know how to upgrade this. We'll actually turn off the servings for now. We did all of the requirements, but how to get it actually, I have no clue. This mission is a mystery for me. I think it's bugged. Still doesn't want to upgrade. It has enough space and everything, but doesn't upgrade for some reason. Still doesn't upgrade. Doesn't matter. Anyways, that's it. Thank you for your time. I hope you enjoy.